Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with an update on our chances for strong to severe storms across the Arklatex for your Saturday, and also details on the heat next week. Speaking of heat, it's already hot today. Temperatures early afternoon in the lower 90s across the area with lots of sunshine. Really don't have too much as far as rain so far across the area. A quick look at Pinpoint Doppler shows that most of the area is dry right now. We do have a few pop-up showers trying to get going over the northern sections of the area around Texarkana. As you can see here, this activity just developing here during the past hour. If anything, drifting a little bit towards the south and east, and we'll see a bit of an increase as we go through the afternoon and early evening hours. Now, as we look ahead to tomorrow, what we're going to be watching is a disturbance which is now located across the upper Midwest and northern plains. That's going to slide its way towards the south-southeast, and as it does so, we will see an increasing threat for some thunderstorms, as we'll likely see storms develop to the northwest of the Arklatex here late tonight, tomorrow morning, and that activity will move through the region, and we actually could have two waves of thunderstorms across the region. Latest from the Storm Prediction Center does indicate an enhanced severe weather risk, mainly for wind. I don't have the details on what to expect on that here in a second. That means we could have numerous reports of wind damage across the area. Some hail will be possible. It does appear as if the chances for the severe hail will be highest over the northwestern sections and maybe the far western sections of the Arklatex during the morning hours, and then later during the latter stages of the afternoon and early evening hours. Tornadoes, can't totally rule them out, but they're looking extremely unlikely given the time of year that we are currently in. Futurecast from Robert Soriota shows that we will see the spotty showers wrap up here this evening. We will see a partly cloudy sky across the area tonight. You can see the thunderstorms that will be developing off to our north and west late tonight. That activity will begin to move into the region here during the morning, probably arriving in the northwest corner of the area mid to late morning, approaching Texarkana by about noon. We'll see this activity move into Shreveport by about 2 o'clock. Probably will begin to weaken as it progresses its way towards the south and east, and then we'll see another cluster of storms develop near the southwestern edge of the area, extending back into central Texas. That activity will slide its way towards the south and east, and then we should see much quieter conditions as we go through the rest of the evening hours tomorrow evening. Now, as far as the potential threats, high-res models indicating we could see wind gusts of 50 to 70 miles per hour with this first complex of storms, and maybe even that high with the second one as well. If we have any hail, up to $half size possible, and as I mentioned, that risk is looking highest over the west and northwestern sections of the area. Let's move ahead to Sunday, and you can see that we will see the clouds decrease Saturday night. And then Sunday, we'll see the mix of clouds and sunshine. Really not too much rain during the day Sunday. Sunday evening, it's possible we could see a few scattered thunderstorms try to develop over the heart of the Arklatex. A few of these could be on the strong side, but the severe weather risk is looking relatively low at this point. Now, as far as rainfall potential, it does look like amounts could exceed an inch in spots. Futurecast kind of hinting that risk will be highest across the north and western quarter of the area, as well as the southwestern edge of the region. We could have a few spots in northwest Louisiana that pick up 1 to over 2 inches of rain as well, with most of this happening with the thunderstorms expected tomorrow. And again, not a whole lot of rain around the area the way it looks right now for Sunday. Now, looking ahead to next week, by Monday, we'll start to see that upper level ridge develop over Mexico, and you can see that ridge not really making a whole lot of progress to the north, and that may allow a few upper level disturbances to bring a quick shot of rain or two to especially the northern sections of the area during the week. But right now, most models keeping at least Shreveport relatively dry. By Sunday, you might recall that this particular model had this ridge basically extending something like this. It does now look like it's going to stay more towards the west. What that means is that we will see, again, temperatures that will be hot, but not as hot as models were indicating earlier this week. So our forecast looks like this for the nighttime hours tonight. We will see, again, a partly cloudy sky. Any rain will end this evening with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s, right around 72 in Shreveport, 69 degrees in Texarkana. And then as we look ahead to tomorrow, we will see those thunderstorms likely. Severe weather will be possible. Damaging winds probably the biggest and most widespread threat, as highs ahead of the storms will range from the upper 80s, low 90s north to the low to middle 90s. Over the southern sections of the area, your 10-day forecast shows that we will see, again, that chance of rain probably Sunday evening, Sunday night, a lingering thunderstorm possibility maybe for Monday, and then most of the rest of next week is looking rather dry and hot, as daytime highs will eventually warm up into the upper 90s. Overnight lows will eventually warm into the middle 70s. So again, severe weather, a decent possibility across the area for your Saturday. Damaging winds, the main threat. We also could be looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain in a few scattered locations.